It's a road game for the Thunder, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Take a look at the Pistons. They return victorious from an undefeated road trip back to the loving embrace of their hometown faithful.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Well, I think they have the mindset to get this sweep as long as they don't take this team lightly, because they've already beaten them this season.
Great open look there. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Out to Morris. Wiggins outside. Back to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Harris. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, he didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thank you, David.
Andrew Wiggins, kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, started to take more threes, using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
And Westbrook. Oh,
man.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Takes it inside. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. And a different look here for the Pistons. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Harris outside. Here's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Thunder shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 2. Pistons passing it around. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down. Pass
to DiVincenzo. For three, Brogdon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Markkanen. For three, the rebound by Brogdon.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Batum, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Screen by Grant. Outside Rondo. From deep. No good on that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
It's his first trip to the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. It gets rebounded by Ennis. Brogdon right side. Outside Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Oh, Griffin in position. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder. They're up by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
To the wing right side. Bay, no good. Pistons trailed by 9. And the wide open shot from Morris. Drills it from outside.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Left side, Westbrook. Markkanen pulls it in.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Rondo with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 6. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
Back to Rondo. Pass to Morris. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's... Wow!
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And it's Grant in the corner. Outside Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Against the three-pointer to fall.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Top of the key, Harris. Over Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harris has got his first bucket of the night. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Pistons passing it around.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Thunder lead by 17.
That's a prime example right there. Westbrook being a dual threat. He can make plays for himself and for an open teammate.
They get it back. Hardaway goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Back to Rozier. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Brogdon. From the top of the key, DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 15-point game. Looking at...
Oh, yes, sir.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Pass to Ennis. From outside the arc. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Rozier with the ball. Up top, Cousins. On the wing, Morris. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Back to Westbrook. There's the triple. Pass to Ennis. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Ennis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now Ennis for the 3. Cans it from downtown. Ennis has got 6 points. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, you got to put some stoppers on every lane towards the basket. Cousins is constantly looking for a direct route to the rim.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Outside Rondo. Pass to Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 9. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Diallo, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. He's got 6.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Here's Harris. Gets a very good look and converts.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Hardaway for three. The Thunder pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. Here's Grant. It's good. Grant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Back to Westbrook. Over to the wing. Here's Stewart. Misses the three. Pistons trailed by 10. Bounce pass from Rozier. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Diallo. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Hardaway from outside. That one doesn't go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Curry outside. Curry on the wing. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Harris, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Down by 15. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Pass to Curry. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wiggins drives in. Here's Cousins. Out to Kuzma. And it's off from three-point range. Shoots the three. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Harris, no good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Thunder, up by 16. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a deep three from Curry. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Back to Morris. Stolen by Westbrook. Harris inside the line. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And the Thunder lead by 18. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, he scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Outside, Batum tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, it's Morris. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Wiggins from outside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Pass to Curry. Back to Westbrook. Sweet move. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Cousins.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Free throw, no good for Isaac.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to...
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Isaac. Sinks the triple.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Down low, Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Hardaway from outside. Thunder with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Curry. There's the lob to Portis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Right side Rondo. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the basket by Rozier.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it